Hello, folks. I'm Corey Garrard. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to discuss that terrible case involving that young boy that got murdered, that was shot in the back from apparently, or for apparently running from the store and to get away from pursuers that were apparently chasing him down. Now, look, to a little kid, if somebody is chasing him, following him, and a guy has a gun in his hand, like, wouldn't a little boy wisely run? Because he's thinking, wow, if this guy has a gun, he's pursuing me, then he wants to shoot me, and then he's chasing after me. Like, so the little boy, like, if anybody had a gun and they was like running behind chasing somebody, like, wouldn't they get away from the situation like that if they're being pursued? But yeah, we all watched the tape and the video, and we know, like, people, like, they do things to manipulate you anyway, until like they want all black people to respond negative to that, because that's why they rendered him not guilty for doing something that serious like that. So, if they intentionally knew it was a crime, they saw the videotape. They know that this guy keeps shooting people throughout the years. Yeah, the shooter has shot other people outside his store, and he shot at other people. Like, instead of calling the cops, he never calls the cops. He runs out instead with a gun. And that the state legislature there give this guy powers like that, where he can run around brandishing a gun, pointing it at people, shooting at people. Yeah, the store stuff, they said they thought the kid stole something, but they was watching the kid on camera and up close, and they know he didn't steal anything. If you visibly see somebody put something in their pocket or their bag, then they stole something. But so why would they chase him outside the store if they know he didn't steal anything? Like, what was his justification for pursuing someone that had not stolen anything? His son was watching the whole thing up close. His son saw him reaching for some water bottles or something. He picked up some, and then he put it back. And then he felt he didn't buy anything because he like, damn, they watching me closely like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to spend with somebody if they were watching me, like, in an accusatory factor, even though I left my bag up at the counter and they're still like watching close. Did they say that they suspected this kid of coming in there stealing before or something? Nope. Usually when people steal out of liquor stores, they have their pictures up, and they don't let those people back in the store. So why is he watching? Why are they watching kids heavily like that instead of like watching adults? Adults might come in and try to steal higher ticket value stuff instead of just water. Like, no one goes to a store and tries to steal some water. This kid probably had ice water all at home. Like, so he wasn't trying to steal, like, because water is just it's too plentiful for somebody to try to steal it. You would think it's too plentiful for somebody to want to kill somebody over it as well. Like, look, folks, like, my advice is, like, hey, if you want that guy to cash out on multi-million-dollar damages to his store, don't touch that store. And then just don't go in there and spend. And then, but if you go and destroy that store, burn it down, they're going to cash out on millions of dollars in insurance and just go to another area. Hell, they might leave the country. They can afford to do that. If they could cash out on an insurance policy, when something gets destroyed or damaged. So I wouldn't recommend paying somebody back by making them extremely richer than they were before. They could just move on and live comfortable somewhere else. Just say it's better to not patron that store at all. Don't buy anything in it at all. Don't even spend 2 rusty nickels in that store. If you want to pay the villains back that way, then he'll be set. Then they won't be able to cash out on the insurance thing. They would say, well, your property is still there. They came in and did some vandalization, but they didn't burn the place down and tear the place up. So, yeah, people, and I said this for years, people, I've been making videos for years, like coming up with financial plans that could benefit any race, especially my people, like, because we need to climb up out of a hole. I came up with multi-billion dollar, trillion dollar ideas to give people businesses. And then I guess people don't want businesses. They want to be dependent on others. If you go in somebody's store, they own that store. If you patron somebody's restaurant, they own that restaurant. So you got to get your own stores, your own restaurants, your own hair salons, your own nail salons. And then, when you have those relatively available to you abundantly, then you're not dependent upon patroning somebody's establishment that makes you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. All right, folks. Yeah, let me know what you think about this.